Welcome to another one of my videos. You can help support this channel by subscribing and liking, and by grabbing one of my free ebooks. In today's video, I am promoting Shades of Grey, an apocalyptic science fiction series. You can read the first 2 ebooks for free. Now to the video. In this video, as promised, we're going to be looking at the Fat Man and how the certain perk card that I mentioned before in a previous video affects it. So let's get to the clips. But before that, I will let you know that I'll be throwing up a link to the video that I mentioned earlier. So look for that at the end of the video. And the Fat Man that we're going to be looking at today, along with a certain perk card, is a 2-shot. So let me show you it and the current damage that it has on it. Looks like it's a 2,289. I think that's kind of high for this weapon, but I'm not sure. It's a 2-shot. But anyway, we're going to be conducting a test with several of the larger enemies in the area. But first, let me show you what the 2-shot will actually go up to with this particular card that I've been hinting at. Before that, I am going to show you something real quick. I don't know that you noticed, but the heavy gun perk cards will not actually work with the Fat Man because it's considered an explosive heavy gun. So yeah, I did a real quick test just to see if it messed with damage, and it doesn't. But now let's go ahead and get to the other item I was talking about. In my other video, I basically was experimenting with the demolition expert as it pertains to explosive ammo. So if you want to check out that video, I'll throw up the link here. During my other video, I became curious as to how this card would actually affect the Fat Man. So let's go ahead and look at the damage by throwing up the card. I don't have the card maxed out. It's only got 3 stars in it, but let's look at the damage. It raised it to almost 3,200 on the damage. Now that is just with 3 stars. I'm going to go ahead and max out the card for this video. I'm going to fast forward through this next part so that this video is not so long. And basically all I'm doing is grabbing some more of the demolition expert cards so that I can rank it up to its fullest, which I believe is 6 stars if I remember. And then of course I had to do some adjustments to my special points so that it would fit in the slot as a 6. Okay, so here is the card. At its full strength, it's only a 5-star. And I was still able to keep my other perk card up there that helps me keep down my weight. Okay, well now let's go and look at the damage to the Fat Man with this new upgrade to the card. Roll, please. Okay, so now the card has brought the total damage up to, oh wow, 3653. Almost 3,700 on a 2-shot Fat Man. That's pretty good. I still think that's really high for my level. I think I'm a 135 level right now. Can you imagine if I was like way up there? But anyway, so now what we're going to do is go field test the Fat Man. So I'm going to go look for some very large critters. So let's get to that now. So I tried to find the Mirelurk Queen that's close to the Cozy Cabins. I believe that's the name of the place, and I failed. She never showed. So what I'm going to do next is go to this little electric place where I know there is a Deathclaw. Now it's not as large, of course, as a Mirelurk Queen, but at least it'll be a nice first test. Okay, so yeah, let's read what level this one's at. I've slowed it down so that we can get a really good detail on it. It's a level 60 Deathclaw. So let's go ahead and fire the first round. Okay, I don't know. I think it just had a... First I thought it just missed, but yeah, it didn't even explode. Okay, for some reason the first mini nuke I had was a dud. Anyway, let's try it again. So I'm bound determined this weapon's gonna work. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the Deathclaw to get a little distance from me. I'm not sure if, let's see, there it goes. Boom, okay, one shot on a Deathclaw. I was waiting for him to move away because I'm not sure if I could get caught in the back explosion and take damage. I'm thinking yes, so not to get too close, but I'm not for sure. All right, next I'm gonna go hunt for a behemoth. Okay, so I'm gonna go and fast travel to one of the spawning areas that a behemoth can possibly show up at. Okay, let's look around. What do we got here? Snallygagger. For the moment, I'm gonna ignore them and look for the behemoth. And no, he's not here. That's 2 strikes on finding large beasts. Well, I'll go ahead and do a test on a whatever it's called. It's a lower level beast, but another 1 shot. Yeah, might be an overkill on that size critter, but I'm bound determined to find a large one. So let me go to another location that possibly a Mirelurk Queen can spawn at. So that will be my next destination. Okay, I fast forward through all the previous footage, and I'm also gonna fast forward through all this footage of me taking out the lower level Mirelurks so I can get to the point of the video. Okay, I've eliminated all the enemy in the area. Now I'm trying to entice the Mirelurk Queen to come out by offering myself up to her and maybe annoying her a little bit. Sometimes it just works. You can just get into the water, don't stay hidden, and she'll pop up. If that doesn't work, grab a weapon and then just start shooting in the water, and that might get her to pop out. So let's go ahead and get that little assault rifle and get her to come out. All right, and there she is. Of course, now I'm going to do a tactical retreat or run like a coward, whichever phrase you want to use, and get my Fat Man ready. I'm wanting to take her on while still hidden so that I can get really close, because right now it's only like a 12% chance. Yeah, Fat Man is a somewhat up-close weapon. I think it only has a range of, I think it's under 200. Anyway, so let me get close. Now this test will probably be the best test I've done so far, because this is actually a high level critter. Just wish I could have found that behemoth. She's a level 100. I want at least a 90% chance of hitting her. And boom. Yep, there is. I thought it would have been a lot more damage. Maybe a 4th or a 5th of her hit points are gone. Again, I'm taking another tactical retreat because I want to be hidden when I take her on with the Fat Man, because it's so slow. Yeah, like I said, I thought there would have been a lot more damage. Okay, I'm just going to fast forward a little bit, take my second shot. I just need to get a little bit closer. I'd like, again, to be about 90% before I attempt with the Fat Man, since they're one shots, and I can sneak pretty well. Let's take the second shot now. And another tactical retreat. Coward! And, oh, okay, now she's a little bit angry and coming after me. But again, I'll fast forward through this. The damage on this seems to be very high and stating it, but yeah, I'm not sure it is actually what it's saying it is, unless the Mirelurk Queen is just really high up on the hit points. What I would really like to know is exactly how many hit points my enemy has. I have that perk card that lets you know all the stats, but yeah, I don't see that it's telling me the hit points. That would be a lot more helpful, I think. Okay, finally took her out. I don't know. I don't know if it was faster than any of my other weapons, but it's still a great one-shot for most of the critters, especially that Deathclaw. But is it worth dragging around? I think for a heavy build, yes, this would be worth it. I did attempt to use it on a Scorch Beast, but the Scorch Earth event was glitching so badly and there were such high-leveled players there that it went very quickly and I could actually never get a shot on her. I think I only attempted once and that's the only chance that I got. So yeah, I still need to really do a Scorch Queen test or regular Scorch Beast test. Problem is, this weapon doesn't have that great of a reach. You would think that it would, but I guess it's more of a slingshot than a regular launcher. So I guess just can't complain too much. Well, that's actually it for this video. If you found it entertaining or informational in the least, don't forget to like and share. Until next time.